All right, the lead singer of Sugar Ray, now the new host of Killer Karaoke, Mark McGrath, is here. Thank you so much for being on Better this afternoon, Mark.
Thanks so much for having me, Kara. You know, I was born in Hartford, Connecticut, so I got a lot of love for the people of Connecticut.
Born in Hartford, Connecticut.
Really? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Simsbury and Avon for a little bit, and then my dad saw greener pastures out on the West Coast, so we moved to Orange County and around 1976. And wow, I'm dating myself, but we used to go down and see the Hartford Whalers at the Convention Center with Nick Patillo kicking everybody's butt. It was good times.
Well,
That's awesome.
Let me tell you something. You're glad you got out when you did, because it hasn't stopped snowing since you left.
It's been brutal, Scott. I'm telling you. My dad actually wanted to move because he saw the Rose Bowl games on New Year's Day, and he said, "What are we doing here in Connecticut? I love the place, I love the seasons, but I got to get some good weather." So that's why we went.
Oh, that's
True story.
awesome.
So I was on the website looking at some of the things that people do while they still have to sing. I mean, it's extreme what these people have to do while they sing karaoke.
Well, the New York Times didn't call this the greatest show on the history of television for nothing. You know, it's Killer Karaoke. I mean, I think there might have been a little irony in there, but I'm not sure. I'm not good with irony. But this show, the performers, talented performers, are performing karaoke as well as they can while all kinds of horrible things happen to them. Now, this can involve animals, disgusting potions of mayonnaise and maggots, cactus. Anything can happen. You could get dunked into a tub of crocodiles, all the while having to sing karaoke. So the stakes are up, to say the least.
So if you make it through the song, then what happens? You go on, and are you competing against other contestants, and then there's a final winner, and then they win cash prizes?
Yeah, your reward for winning a challenge is you get to do it again against another contestant. We start with 6. We lose 1 right off the top. In the first 20 seconds, an audience eliminates a contestant, and then the remaining 5 battle their way to the final 2 in the grand finale, which is, you'll wish you hadn't made the grand finale, put it that way. It's insane. It's insane.
Kara was telling me that one guy's getting his butt waxed while he has to sing. Is that true?
I believe there was a bit of manscaping last year, Scott, but you'll be glad to hear we've eliminated that this year. We've improved it.
That was for the website only.
Yeah, that was one of those deals. Yeah, the manscaping thing is best left at home, guys.
Oh my gosh. So should you also be able to be a really good singer, or it's more you got to avoid the alligator?
Well, if you've ever seen karaoke like at your local bar, it gets boring seeing bad karaoke singers pretty quickly. So all of our singers are talented. They're all professionals. They all want to have a gig in the industry. And all of them sing better than I do, and I get paid to sing. That's the scary thing. So yeah, they are decent singers and definitely good performers. That was a part of the vetting out process to keep the viewer watching, to keep it compelling. I mean, these people are competing against each other as performers as well as navigating the killer terrain.
Mark, how do you transition from Sugar Ray to becoming a television, game show host? You've got the dream. You had the dream job, and now you've moved into the dream job.
Yeah, I ask myself that every day, Scott. I think back in 2003, the band, we'd hit our commercial apex, and bands of our fraternity, Smash Mouth, Third Eye Blind, we weren't setting the charts on fire anymore, and the landscape of radio was changing. So I got a couple calls during this sort of, career supernova of Sugar Ray, and I returned one, and one was at Extra. And I on a Friday, and I was on a tour bus, and 2 weeks later, I was hosting a nationally syndicated show called Extra, and I don't know how I got there.
Isn't that amazing?
I learned a couple TV skills that I was able to pick up, and went on to host Don't Forget the Lyrics, and now I'm hosting Killer Karaoke. Scott, the less I plan my career, the better. I just stay out of it.
I love that. That's such great advice.
Obviously, you can sing as well. Will we ever see you singing or doing any of the challenges?
That you won't, Kara. Thank you for asking. But I'm Kara. Excuse me. I have someone even told me that because I work with someone named Kara on my show. Kara, my apologies.
That's okay. It happens all the time.
Yeah, no, I can't even get your name right. I'm not going to sing with these contestants. No way. That was not part of my deal at all. I went through the 90s. I already went through my killer karaoke experience. So I'm your big toe. I'm your Sergeant Holka.
Well, Mark, let me tell you something. We know that you have these interviews lined up one after another. Your energy level was fantastic. You've been such a great part of our Better Connecticut show today. We just want to say thank you, and we wish you much continued success.
Thank you.
Kara and Scott, thank you guys so much for having me.
As long as you get my
Appreciate it.
name right, you're good to go. Thanks.
I knew. It's all right, right?
Yeah.
That's showbiz.
All
Thanks,
right.
Harper.
Yeah.
All right,
Love
Mark,
you guys.
thank you.
Take care.
We'll
Nice
see
guy.
the show Thursday. The premiere's Thursday, February 20th at 10 p.m.
True
on
TV.
True TV.
Home of my favorite show. Which the one with the people jump on the obstacle course. Wipeout.
Wipeout?
Best show ever on television. I love it. This could rival that. You never know.
All right, Better Style. We're headed off to the limit.